Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Ikaw ang kumpas. Not gonna lie, I'm so pumped for this. One of my favorite songs of the year. One of my favorite songs of Moira's ever written. I think it means compass. Kumpas.
Kumpas?
I actually think it means that. I've never looked at the lyrics, so we will look at the lyrics today.
I thought it meant something to do with culpa, as in like my fault.
Culpa in Spanish means fault, like guilt.
Guilt.
Yeah. Let's give it a watch. She's one of my favorite singers of this year, and she watches as well.
I freaking love her. She's adorable. She's the greatest human.
I
Wow,
like
the band.
I don't know if I can say we're friends.
No, I don't know.
But she occasionally watches.
Correct.
Which makes her an acquaintance.
Yes, Efra. Yes.
Yes.
Ikaw ang kumpasa. I love this song. What is Maya?
Wish.
1075, mother.
Okay, the projections in the background, cool.
Yeah, what the hell is this?
They said upgrade, okay?
Oh, it's a bank. Here we go, everybody!
Goddess.
Ikaw ang kumpas.
Pag naliligaw, ikaw ang kulay sa langit na bakaw. Sa bawat bagyo na dumadayo.
Okay, you could tell me. Listen,
You know what's
stop.
weird? It doesn't sound actually exactly the same
I was
as the
gonna
actual...
say, you could, if this was anywhere else in the world, and this was like, you were showing me this from anywhere else in the world, I'd say, they're totally dubbing this, because it just sounds exactly the same as the studio. It's
No, by the
perfectly
way,
equalized.
just so you guys know I'm not talking shit. Look at my number one artist right now. I mean, it's a mad playlist.
Oh, it's
Moira
okay,
Dela Torre,
crazy.
number one. Keisha Cole.
Yeah, Kishiko.
Sajan Raj Vadia, which is from Nepal. Pablo
Pablo
Lopez.
Lopez
This is
Nepal.
actually Waleska's account, but when we listen in the house, I use her account. But look. If you listen to this,
It's actually the same.
Ikaw ang kumpas.
Minus reverb is actually the same.
Ikaw ang kulay sa langit na bakaw.
what the
Freaking eating CDs, Moira. Wow. There's no way to know.
Kahit hindi ko
Oh, shadow.
ilang beses mo kong
Pass. I wonder what that means. Is it Lilitas? That's how I say it, at least.
Okay.
It's like pangparito.
dito sa hantungan ng aming
Wakas.
What a song, bro. What a song. I've been singing it wrong the whole time. I just realized.
Paano maniniwala, wala na sa aking harapan.
That's new.
That is so good.
Di naman naiplano, ako'y maiwan ng ganito.
Oh, he does a double stroke, bro.
Ba ito sa isang iglap na bago ako?
Cool. I freaking love that.
Ako na kayang paglaban ito. Ikaw ang kumpas pag naliligaw.
I like that.
Oh, he's using the right.
I love that openness as well that she's introducing into this chorus.
Na dumadayo, ikaw ang kanlungan na kailangan ko. Kahit hindi ko alam, ilang beses mo kong nililigtas.
I love that openness. It's so controlled.
Ng aming wakas.
Oh, I like his arrangement. It's quite good.
Oh, it's so
You know what? I
brilliant.
think she could actually, say. I think she could sell out a stadium right now, or like the in the Philippines. You know the Philippine Arena thing, where it's like 80,000 people.
Oh my
The
God.
place where like Stel,
Yeah,
Janela
yeah.
Salvador, and Stephanie were like walking down the stairs
Yes.
singing Disney shit. That place, I think she could sell out that place.
Okay.
And imagine people, ikaw ang kumpa. Like it would be ridiculous.
be
Or
insane.
Dito Kalang, what a song. Well, that's probably song of the year for me. But we were listening, you know, like Spotify and like
Yeah,
YouTube
it's
Music. They give you the amount of songs and times you've listened to a song. There were 2 songs I replayed the most this year.
Yep.
One of them was by an artist called Lizzie McAlpine, who's like an American artist. And then the
How many
second
times
one,
did you play that song?
it was like 1,097 times. I listen to the same songs when I do legs or when I do like upper body work, like working out, and ballads and stuff like that. And then Moira Dela Torre was like 597 times I listen to Dito Kalang. Because what I do is I go like maniac mode, because when I work out, it's like the only time I get to kind of disconnect a bit, like gym wise, not like tennis. And I just play one song that I like a lot, and then I put it in loop.
I think that's psychotic.
Yeah, so I don't think of nothing.
Yeah, no,
You know?
naturally.
I go like in a trance mode, and then I just go mental.
Insane. I do agree though that this particular arrangement here is just bringing different colors and dynamics to the forefront. There's such beauty to Moira's voice, and I think she really excels in this environment. Like, this is literally her place. Some of her greatest performances, I think personally, have come from the Wish Bus.
Wish
So-
Bus, that collab she did with
December Avenue.
December Avenue was one of our favorite compositions we ever heard in the Wish Bus.
I think I also belong to the zoo with the Moira in the Wish Bus. Freaking brilliant. There's a ton of moments in the Wish Bus that by Moira that are just magical to me. She also sang with Sealed, didn't she?
That's right.
Oh,
yeah,
freaking
that's right.
brilliant.
That was so unexpected. What a mental collab.
It was actually really cool to have like that idea of like mixing different genres and still maintaining their own personal sound. It was pretty cool. I also find that in this way, the way that she's singing, she's also in her position, like in her posture, she's leaning forward towards the mic, and she's creating pressure from underneath the tummy muscles, like right underneath the belt area. So she's actually pushing air to open to find that openness, but she's also finding such a beautiful mixed sound that is just before the belt. It's just before that big openness, the big full fold emotion, and holding that balance there.
Yeah.
It's freaking
She's a joke.
magical.
I think
to me.
she's perhaps, if not the best example of what you can do with principles such as less is more.
Yes.
Stylizing and finding your own style.
Correct.
And then being able to deliver a message and
emotionally as
Yes.
well as it is lyrically.
What's funny,
speaking.
it feels sometimes like KUMPAS, obviously I'll check out the lyrics at the end, but KUMPAS sometimes feels like a worship song a bit.
It does.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like
it
if you've ever
feels
been to
like
church or you're like what would you call Christian?
A Christian
Yeah.
worship.
Sounds a bit like that.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Kahit hindi ko alam, ilang beses mo kong niligtas.
Pagparito, siw!
Dito sa hantungan ng aming wakas.
Big shout out to her band. They're eating.
I like it, man. It was actually a really
Beautiful,
ballsy
beautiful,
move to go for the stroke roll in the snare at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's quite ballsy, especially when you're using an electric kit
I agree.
in a live setting like that, because you don't really have the same feedback and
I
feel.
also feel like sometimes it doesn't pick it up because it's so light. So like I feel like sometimes
I don't know what
I
role
don't know. I feel my personal opinion. I don't play the drums, but sometimes I feel like when you do like light stuff like that in the drums in an electric kit, I feel like, what if you do one too many, it will pick it up, or if you do one too light, it won't listen. It
Well,
won't hear
actually,
it.
nowadays the technology has gotten so good, especially
Right.
Roland kits like the one they're playing. I don't know which one that is. There's TD, whatever the fuck.
They're amazing.
Yeah, they're pretty good at that. The problem is the latency.
latency.
Yeah, so it's the same as like when you have a microphone, you have to put it not only through a filter, and then you have to put it through a sound card,
board,
right?
yeah.
And then it goes through the sound card of the computer. Like you lose a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what can happen. But nowadays, the haptic feedback of the actual like
It's fantastic.
snares and everything, yeah, it's great. Like they do a really good job of that. It's just ballsy because as the drummer yourself, you're not getting. It's not like the exact same feel, I guess. But you can definitely kill a gig on an electric kit.
At sana'y matanggap na di na ako masaya.
Masaya.
Gorgeous, absolutely stunning.
Ikaw yung kumpas nung naliligaw.
Oh, how magical is she?
Naging kulay ka sa langit ng bukaw. Sa bawat bagyo na dumayo.
And she's had so much influence in the industry there.
Oh, definitely.
Nahanap ko kahit hindi ko
I love that middle note there.
ilang beses mo kong niligtas.
So delicate.
Dito sa hantungan.
Nice.
Oh, guitarist, bro.
Wish exclusive on Wish.
So good. Shut down.
Yeah, that was class.
Yeah.
That was class.
Yes, I love. You know when something is really good between musicians, like you've rehearsed this a couple of times, maybe a lot of times. These are things that you have in your repertoire, and when your musicians, when you finish a take, your musicians look at you and be like, hey, that's it. That's a freaking fire.
How can it be recovered? All that has been said. I didn't think so. You will come suddenly without warning. In an instant, everything is new. I cannot take it anymore. No more pretending. You are the compass when lost.
All right.
You are the color of the blue sky. With every storm that comes, you are the shelter I need. Even if you don't know how many times have you saved me, you are the destination and my end. London, Milan, London, Dubai, London, Bangkok. Fuck, you know. How can you believe it? You are right in front of me. It was not planned. I will be captivated by the ganto. What the fuck does ganto mean? Ganto. Wiktionary. Latin? What? Then maybe it's a mistranslation.
Okay.
Is this true? In an instant, I'm new. I can't take it anymore. Separated from you. You are the compass when lost. So it does mean compass. Yeah, you are the color. Because in Spanish, it means compass. Like,
Compass.
or brújula, you would really use.
No, compass. Yes, sometimes you do it as well, and as well, but it's with an O and a C instead of an U.
Yeah, it wouldn't be kun.
It would be
con.
compass.
Yeah, com.
But
Alright.
brújula is more criollo. Brújula is more Venezuelan.
You think?
Yeah,
Isn't brújula what the actual?
brújula.
Yeah, isn't that what it actually means?
Compass. But you can also say compass. I remember that. Compass.
Con zeta maybe?
Maybe?
It's with S.
It's with S.
It's with S. Yeah,
It
compass.
has an accent, a compass.
Alright. There you have it.
Well, there you go.
I'm very happy. I'm always happy for her, especially when she has successful performances like this, because what I said before is like the influences she's had in the industry are obviously so noticeable in the new generation. And the problem is that this is actually such a difficult style to come and perform live so successfully all the time, especially in big crowds and in big arenas. In an environment like this, like the Wish Bus, this is actually a favorable environment for this style of music, especially with Moira at the state that she's at in her career. She has become so comfortable at this because a lot of her more iconic performances, and the reason why she's gathered so many fans, at least in my eyes, has been through these performances.
I also think that she has mastered this environment and has brought to light how many wonderful details you can really bring to life in this type of environments. Again, she has also turned the tables around and provided the live arena music show as well to this, which is the difficult part of this genre and this style of singing.
Turns out she's touring as well, so do watch out for that.
Wonderful.
She's going to tour in 2023. I was going to say, you know, this style, the reason why she's become so good at it, there's been a few, obviously, artists from all over the world that have also really captivated and encapsulated emotions in this manner and are able to sing it so well live.
Yeah, singer-songwriter folk in the idea.
There's quite a few from all over the world. Spain is a great one. Pablo Lopez would be a great one. Maybe not this style, but like in terms of encapsulating emotions, there's great ones in Spain. There's great ones in Malaysia, Indonesia, South Korea, USA, UK. But I think this style comes at a price. I think for you to, in order to encapsulate these emotions, you actually have to
get your heart broken.
No, yeah, I guess that's the cliche way of saying it, but it's like you have to really go through a turmoil of emotions. I think life has to slap you around a few times in order for you to truly understand and then become so relatable to such a huge amount of people.
I also think you have to realign with those emotions, like because you might be feeling all of these things because we're all humans. We all go through these things, and I think that's why they makes it so relatable. That's why they hit home.
Even with the language barrier, like I know what that song essentially the story is trying to tell.
Correct.
Without me knowing the lyrics up until now.
And the brilliant thing is like it's not just feeling them emotions. I think it's coming to peace with them as well, and like processing like how can I put to words exactly what I'm feeling. And a lot of the times you hear these singer-songwriters actually talk in depth, and they find themselves not doing justice to the emotions that they're going through, because it's such a full human spectrum of things. Like everybody goes through this. Even if you've never had your heart broken, you understand the pain, because there's always loss, there's always movement, there's always change in life, and
it's always just the emotions of feeling lost. There's always the
Correct.
emotions of not knowing whether you're making the right decisions, not just in love but life, friendships.
Exactly, it is not directly romantically. It's a human experience, and But I value this style of music so much because it takes so much courage.
It's taxing, but also it seems from the conversations we've had with artists that also do this type of style, it seems to be quite cathartic for them.
It's nice.
I can't imagine, the process of that, and then the writing of such songs and stuff. And huge admiration for us, I've always just said. And show all the love and support, and adios.
Get tickets!